Well, hello everyone. I'm Kelly Covert, and I am here today with one of our Symphoria audience members, Cindy Dowd Greene. Cindy, welcome. How are you today?
Good, Kelly. How are you?
I'm so good, and I'm excited to be here talking with you. We decided that since this coming concert on Sunday is our casual Your Favorite Things concert, we wanted to talk with someone who participated in the first round of voting. And for those of you who aren't exactly sure what I'm talking about, our Your Favorite Things concert is Sunday, and initially we had planned to have voting all the way down to each specific piece, but unfortunately, because of COVID restrictions, we were only able to get to the most popular composers. But you did submit your votes for that, Cindy, way back in November. Do you remember the three composers that you voted for?
Yes, it was a little bit of a group effort here. Yeah,
Okay.
my husband, we were talking as I was voting, and he's a huge Mozart fan.
Mhm.
So I did select Mozart, and then I love Debussy, and then together we decided Vivaldi.
Wonderful. Well, those are
Yeah.
all three great choices. And I know that Mozart is one of the winners, along with Bach and Beethoven. No surprises there. But what we are excited to be able to do is surprise everyone with the pieces that we're playing, because they're not pieces that are played often by Symphoria, because they're smaller chamber works. So we're really excited to share those. But I would love to know what it is about Mozart and Debussy and Vivaldi, and you can pick whichever of those three what is it about them that you just love that pulls you into that music?
Debussy is, I mean, obviously he has this very popular piece, and quite honestly, I can listen to that over and over and over again, and I don't know why, but it is just one of those things you can just listen to, and it's just so moving to me. It
Hmm.
really touches me. Mozart, I like. I actually have seen a Mozart opera in Salzburg once. I had the privilege of seeing that, and that was really quite awesome. And the staging was unbelievable. And don't ask me which opera I saw. It's not one of the real popular ones, but it was the staging was incredible. And
Hmm.
so I was very lucky to have that opportunity in my
Hmm.
lifetime.
Well, and
Um,
you talk about how the music that you love most is the music that moves you.
mhm.
And before we got on, when I was trying to twist your arm to come do an interview with me, you said, "But I don't really feel like I know anything about music." And I think that's the best part, is that you don't have to know anything about music. You don't have to be a musician, you don't have to know how to read music or even understand how it's created to know that when you listen to it, it moves you, right?
Yeah. When we first started going back when the symphony was in existence, when we were first married and living in Syracuse, we got balcony seats, and we would just go up and sit in the balcony and season tickets, and we would just relax. It just was relaxing and moving, and just like I said, it touches you. It makes you feel good,
Hmm.
and that's what excites us.
Has there been any recent Symphoria concerts in the last year or two that have changed your mind about a certain composer, or surprised you about something that you love that you didn't realize you loved?
Rachmaninoff. I didn't go both nights, so I saw 3 and 4, right? She played 3 and 4 the
Hmm.
second night. Unbelievable. It was truly unbelievable. So now when I'm in the kitchen cooking or something, and I say, Alexa, please play Rachmaninoff, or, and so it's become part of my repertoire, so to speak, that I listen to because I heard the concert. And
Hmm.
I was just so moved by both of them.
Hmm. Well, and that's what I love about the concerts that we do. We always try to have something that people probably are familiar with, but then also coupled with things that maybe you've never heard, or a composer that you've never heard of. And, that's how, like you say, we expand our repertoire, and that's how we come to know these new to us composers that we love. And let me tell you, Rachmaninoff is also one of my favorite. Talk about like all of the feelings, right?
Yeah. It was,
Like,
I mean, and too, to know that you know some of the music, right?
yes.
I mean, it's music you've heard over and over again, but you've only heard a pocket of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then to see it all together was just incredible. It
Mm-hmm.
was cool.
And you know, Natasha will be with us again at the end of the season. We're really excited to have her back to play, and hopefully, fingers crossed, by then she'll
Together,
actually be able to be with us.
that'd be awesome. That'd
It
be.
would be awesome. It would be awesome. So that's something that I know we're really looking forward to. And I'm curious, I know this has been an unusual year for for all of us on
Mhm.
stage, but also for all of you who are watching, having to watch from home instead of come to the hall. You know, what have you found that you like about watching concerts from home, and what are you looking forward to when we're back in the hall?
Well, I like the, I mean, at the ease, you can say, okay, you've got your sweatpants on and you can grab your own glass of wine and you could be eating dinner even,
Mhm.
while you watch the concert. So I like that, that perspective, but I'd really rather see it in person. But I think, I will say, I think you guys have done an awesome job. The venue seems to be very conducive. Um, I, we're amazed at the music, the sounds that come out.
Mhm.
There's those plexiglass shields, you could see them, but it really is. It's one of the things that my aunt and uncle were over one time. We watched a concert together, and we talked about how the technology really allowed us to feel like we were there, and how amazing it was that the musicians, were able to play together in those
Mhm.
circumstances. So
Well, and you know, I think that we couldn't do this without a really great team. And we have Tim Gould, who is doing all of our sound engineering, making sure that the orchestra sounds really good. And we also have the Fang family, who have welcomed us into Inspiration Hall, who help us with all of the cameras and the streaming and all of that. And then our staff is just outstanding with all of that. So, you know, I think that the orchestra musicians on stage, that's really only half of what's happening to make this possible. And we're so glad that you've been able to enjoy it.
it's also quite fascinating because I didn't know anything about the hall. You know,
Right.
I mean, who knew? I had to Google, where is it?
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, I probably have driven by it many times, and so
Mm-hmm.
that was fun too.
Exactly right. Well, we love being there. It's so nice just to have a home base during this crazy, crazy time.
Mhm.
And I know that we can't wait to be back on stage. We're excited for the Your Favorite Things concert. And like I said, there's Mozart, Beethoven, and Bach. It's going to be amazing. And that's
All
Sunday.
good. I know.
Yeah. Well, and then we'll have to make
Oh,
sure we get some WC sometime soon for you,
that'd be
Cindy.
awesome. I'd be grateful.
I love WC too. As a flutist, that's always
Yeah.
one of the top.
Yeah.
So, well, Cindy and everyone who are with us from home, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Cindy.
And what time is the Favorite Things concert?
It is Sunday, this Sunday at 3 p.m. And all of our pre-concert stuff, like this interview, will start happening at 2:30.
Perfect.
Thanks so
Okay.
much.
Great to see you, Kelly.
You too.
Bye bye.